I am happy to inform you that the true winner of Mr. Kinnelon is Jake Stowe!
Hello there. What's up? Right now? Oh, I suppose I could give a message to the runner-up for the 2018 Mr. Kinnelon competition. If only I had prepared something. This'll do. Dear Mr. Runner-up, at the first Mr. Kinnelon competition, I too was the first runner-up. I know the bitter sting of defeat as victory slips through the fingers. Rest assured, however, that each day further from this devastating and soul-crushing night of spiritual annihilation just gets a little bit easier. And if you ever doubt it, look at me. Sure, I may live alone behind a graveyard, but when I think about how I could have been the first ever Mr. Kinnelon had I chosen a talent other than singing a karaoke version of Vanilla Ice's hit single Ice Ice Baby, at least my girlish weeping only bothers the dead. I may not have any self-respect and my students may not listen to me, but I have amassed an impressive collection of fine teas, and I've got the best sandwich in town named after me. It's not all bad, kiddo. It gets better. Yes, you lost tonight, but life is full of losses. Opportunities, really, for you to pick yourself up by your Nikes and show the world that a Kinnelon man can take a serious beating. Get back up, stare straight out into the abyss, and shout, "I'll show you, world," as life repeatedly punches you in the nose. You'll tire that old boy out one day. Yes, you may have awkwardly and unsuccessfully hit on Hayden Burt tonight in public, but this is merely training for all the times that you will awkwardly and unsuccessfully hit on girls in private. Yes, you may not technically be a winner tonight, but you've entered the annals of Kinnelon history as the first runner-up, right alongside Jimmy Armstrong, Dan Pileggi, Sam Scarfoni, and me. So, can you ever really consider yourself a loser? Mr. Runner-Up, I salute you.
Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Ice.
Thanks to all involved that helped out with the video intro, and to Ms. Sapu and all the students that helped out with Mr. Kinnelon contest.
As the intro video indicated, congratulations goes out to the winner of Mr. Kinnelon 2018, Jake Stubbs.
And also a shout out to our runner-up and winner of the John Panola Award, Dominic Trapanese.
A nice job to all of our contestants. The Best Legs category raised over $700 that will help support the charity America's Grow a Row. Nice job all.
With that, we get started. We hope everyone had a nice weekend.
Alongside Dan Aiken, I'm Evan Lane, and thanks for joining us.
A reminder, this week is a shorter week. Our spring break starts this Friday, and school is back in session next Thursday, April 5th.
We will not have a show next week. We will return the week of April 9th.
On the show this week, we continue with another When I Was 17 segment, catching up with Mr. Landzert.
This week's show is for the week of March 26th through March 29th.
Here's a school safety tip brought to you by the School Safety Committee.
Attention all staff and students. If you see someone in the hall without a visitor pass or Kinnelon lanyard, or someone you do not recognize, tell a staff member immediately.
The next few announcements are related to the school news and informational announcements about things happening at KHS.
Congratulations to the Kinnelon High School Student of the Week, Caroline LaValle.
She was nominated and selected for this honor and for her character and creativity. Nice job, Caroline.
Congratulations to freshman Sophia Soriano, who recently became an NJ state champion for level 8 gymnastics.
Not only did she come first place for her level and age group at the state championship, but she also set a new state record for bars and qualified for regional championships in Virginia.
She will represent New Jersey competing against 7 other states. Good luck, Sophia.
Attention all seniors, please send in the childhood photos with school friends for that was then, this is now page in the yearbook.
Please send high resolution images to yearbookpics18@gmail.com.
Again, yearbookpics18@gmail.com.
Or see Mrs. Garahy with any questions.
Moving along.
As mentioned at the top of the show, we now return to our When I Was 17 segment.
This time with KHS teacher Mr. Landzert, who grew up in Franklin Lakes and attended St. Joe's Regional High School.
Producers Paul Dolan and Chris O'Keefe provide this video.
Hi everybody, my name is Mr. Landzert, and these are my recollections of what life was like for me when I was 17.
Mr. O, when you were 17, did you drive to school?
Yeah, I did.
What kind of car did you have?
I had a 1970 Monte Carlo, and it was a two-door. It
had leather bucket seats.
Back then we had 8 tracks, so I had an 8-track in the car with Jensen speakers in the back. It was a pretty nice car. Now the reason I had a car was I went to St. Joe's in Montville and I lived in Franklin Lakes, so it was about a half-an-hour commute. So my parents bought me a car and I was able to drive back and forth to school. I was an okay football player. St. Joe's had a pretty good program. I really got beaten up a lot. I got concussed. I had my shoulder separated. I busted my knee, that's why I walk the way I do now. But I played defensive end. We played against Don Bosco and Bergen Catholic and St. Peter's.
All the big schools.
Yeah, all the big schools. And if we played against a public school, we would just like roll up on them. So, and then I played tennis. I was a very good tennis player. When I was a freshman, we were state champs. I played first doubles then, and yeah, I was a good tennis player. You know, I had a ranking. You know, I was all county. I was a good tennis player.
It was 1975, so it was still rock and roll. Disco was still around, but what I listened to was Rolling Stones. Led Zeppelin was really big. There was a contingent of people who liked the Beach Boys versus Led Zeppelin on the bus. We'd always argue as to which band we liked more. Aerosmith. There was a guy from Jersey named Bruce Springsteen who was just becoming popular at the time. I grew up in Franklin Lakes, and we had a lake in the middle of town that we would all go to. We were always playing sports. We were playing tennis. We were playing basketball. Was really popular. We had sailboats that we used to go out into the middle lake, and they were called Sunfish, and they just had a rudder and a single sail, and we would go out there and sail, and we never really came home. You know, like you would go home for lunch, and then you would go back out, and you were always going to friends. A lot of friends had pools. We were going to different people's houses, and we pretty much stayed out all night.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Is the most trouble you've ever gotten in with your parents?
Oh. The most trouble, it was actually me and my brother. We threw a house party when my parents went on vacation, and they found out about it.
How'd they find out?
It was a pretty large party. We had a big house. We had a pool in the back, and people from like a couple of different towns came over, and the house was not as in good condition.
As it normally would be?
Yeah, when they came back. Yeah, they were pretty displeased about that one.
Did you get a punishment for it, or?
I think so. I don't remember, but my dad was a combat Marine. He was a veteran of the Korean War, so he was a pretty serious guy. So I'm sure there were some repercussions.
When you were 17, where did you picture yourself being later on in life? Did you always want to be a teacher? Did you have other career ideas at that point?
I had a very different career path. I wanted to be a Marine Corps officer. My dad was a combat veteran in the Korean War, and that's what I always wanted to do. So I actually went to college. I went to Duke University on a Marine Corps scholarship.
Why did you change your mind?
Oh, well, it was great when I was on campus because they paid for your travel down, their expenses. I got paid a salary, that my books were paid for my tuition. After my freshman year, they sent us out on maneuvers, and the problem is they shoot at you. So what I found out is that the people that Marines get shot at, that's part of their business, and I decided that probably wasn't a good idea for me.
Thanks to Mr. Landzert and all that helped with the video segment.
Recently, students from Mr. DeWall's Advanced Digital Communications 1 and 2 classes traveled on a field trip to SNY Studios in New York City.
Students were granted access to all an exclusive tour of the studio facilities and all a personal tour from SNY program directors.
Students toured an active 21st century broadcast studio and state-of-the-art digital corporate offices.
During the trip, the students had opportunities to walk through and interact with all three state-of-the-art SNY studio broadcasts and broadcast control rooms.
Among other highlights, students were able to view career workflow while SNY broadcast editors actively utilize equipment and processes that are taught within the courses offered at KHS.
Students also welcomed a special opportunity to have a meet and greet with SNY on-air talent broadcasters, and after viewing a sizzle reel.
Near the end of the trip, students enjoyed lunch at in an exclusive conference room with stunning panoramic views of New York City.
Moving along.
Attention all students, professional photos from school events, sports, and more can now be purchased from Lord Studios.
Through the SmugMug link, the link is available on the graphic that is displayed on screen. If you have any questions, please see Mrs. Garahine, room 203 for complete details.
We'll be right back after this PSA message.
A recent study showed 14% of colonies were lost over the course of just 1 year. You know bees provide honey, flowers, and fruit. But did you know they're also needed for For more information on saving bees, visit thehoneybeeconservancy.org.
Thanks to Caroline LaValle and John Kay for the video PSA. Moving along.
Up next are a few activity and club announcements. Please listen carefully.
Any current wind ensemble or chamber singer students wishing to apply for membership into the Triumph Music Honor Society, please have your completed application and teacher recommendation to Mrs. Hendricks no later than Thursday, March 29th.
Attention seniors, to continue to explore many scholarship opportunities. Please see your counselors for more details. There are many approaching deadlines.
Another announcement for seniors and parents. Save the date. The senior baccalaureate is June 20th.
Attention KHS parents. The baccalaureate held each year on the night before graduation is cherished Kinnelon High School tradition.
The celebration gives students the opportunity to present their academic and artistic achievements.
Some students present their artwork in school projects, others give musical, dance, or dramatic performances.
This year, the baccalaureate will be held on Wednesday, June 20th at 7 p.m. in the KHS auditorium.
The baccalaureate is a largely student-run. The seniors design and send the inventions, decorate the auditorium, moderate the program, and participate in the presentations.
The Home and School Association generously hosts a reception following the performance.
The highlight of the evening is a photo montage. Every student is represented and we need your help.
We need pictures of senior students at every age from toddler parties through prom night.
Send us your pictures of the ballot recitals, Little League games, and class trips. Don't forget birthday parties and Halloween.
We have already begun working on this very time-consuming project. We would appreciate if you could email us your pictures as soon as possible to seniorphotos2018@kinnelon.org.
The deadline for photo submissions is May 11th, but please send us your pictures as soon as possible. We absolutely cannot accept photos after that deadline.
All this information is being sent in our weekly newsletter.
Any questions, please see Mrs. Ellington.
The following are several sports-related announcements. Please listen carefully.
Save the date. The 8th annual 5K Pot of Gold race will take place on April 22nd, 2018. Sign up and register online.
Proceeds from the race will benefit Kinnelon High School students who qualify for a scholarship based upon good academic standing and community service.
Good luck to all spring athletes and teams starting their seasons this week.
Continue to follow KHS Athletics on Twitter at KHS_sports.
Be sure to follow the KHS YouTube channel and live stream accounts, the KHS website and social media platforms.
On Twitter, follow the KHS Principal, KHS_sports Twitter, and Guidance Twitter accounts for updates and more.
Today's show was produced by Advanced One Class.
Our director today was Ty Johnson.
Our technical director was Sarah Gomez.
Our video producer was Elisa Leone.
Our audio operator was John Miskowitz and Neil Baroka.
Our script supervisor was Chantel Guardado.
That is it for today. Have a fantastic week. Enjoy your spring break. Work hard. Be kind. Peace, everyone.
Oh, baby, why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my